Hi, I'm Ian and I'm the Lonely Chef. And we have a fabulously funny show for you in the next half an hour. At the end of the show there's a number and I want you to jot it down and call me because, well, I'm single and I'm looking for a date and possibly a relationship and who knows, maybe even marriage. I'm looking to meet somebody special. I'm fabulously wealthy. I want to settle down and I want to share this wealth with that special person and just live happily ever after. So enjoy the show and hopefully we'll meet. Until we do, goodbye. Oh, one more thing. I do happen to lie an awful lot.
Lonely, I've been searching for so long. Lonely, only hoping you're the one who will change my life and make these dreams come true. Lonely, the time goes on and on. Lonely, still searching for the one. I would sail the 7 oceans and cross the burning sand till the day I find you, never to be lonely again.
I'm so lonely. I could die. Well, what can I say? That's one of the releases off of my last CD, and I tell you something. Yes, it sold over 1 million records, but what the heck? That doesn't mean anything to me. No, it doesn't mean anything to me because, well, quite honestly, I'm brokenhearted because I must tell you that I fell in love with this beautiful girl not too long ago, and we had this amazing relationship that consisted of breakfast at McDonald's. And it was one of those moments that I'll treasure for the rest of my life. But one of the things that happened was that she was supposed to be here. She's a tad late for dinner. It's almost 3 days late, actually. So I've just been sitting here wondering what to do, and I'm
Just saying.
So what I'll do is I'll go into the kitchen and I'll cook up something for myself today, and we'll just have lots of fun all on my own. And we'll be back in just a second with a fabulous Cornish game hens and all sorts of weird and wonderful bits and pieces to go along with it. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
I love you, Mr. Chicken. Can't you see I'm alone, Mr. Chicken? Now is the time for us to get together. Mostly in my tummy, 'cause I've been stood up again tonight.
Oh, well. Thank you. What can I say? I am really, really, really cheesed off. As I said at the beginning of the show, I have been stood up for the 4th time by this young lady. Yes. Now, I was madly in love with her. I was prepared to give her everything that she needed. I was prepared to buy her diamonds. Well, not real ones, but diamonds. Sort of looked like it. Build her a house, well, not a real one, maybe a big tent or something like that, and cook her up a fabulous meal, but she's not coming over, so I'm stuck with, yeah, it's kind of sad. I'm stuck with these little Cornish game hens here. And I am going to prepare these for myself, I guess, and just see what happens. But I do want to tell you that these are not really Cornish game hens. These are, in fact, a product of British intelligence. As you know, I have been involved for many years with British intelligence, and this was, in fact, a fiendish plot that was devised by myself with the Prime Minister and the Queen. And these are actually, these are actually ostriches. And these little ostriches, well, they came from Africa, and what I did is I actually compressed them with some what we call SNITs, which is scientific nuclear insect technology type stuff, which brings the fiber down to a manageable size. And the beautiful thing about this is that, well, these little Cornish game hens could feed a family of 24 people. And the other wonderful thing is that, of course, you don't have to have 4-foot, 5-foot plates for the dinner table. So anyway, let's get back to the Cornish game hens. All right, we got to prepare these little babies, and they're nice and crunchy and crispy and stuff like that. And what we're going to do is cook up some tempura, which is fresh vegetables, and we'll put these into the oven and get them nice and crispy, and we'll serve up a wonderful, beautiful meal just for myself. Yes, I'm so lonely. Anyway, we'll just leave these for a second here, and we'll get on to some zucchinis, because what we're going to do is make some... we're going to make some tempura. I have to put these into slices that will be fairly thin, and put them into some deep oil and batter them. And so we'll put a selection of these things together. And you can leave the skin on because there's a lot of nutrition in the skin. And so we have a selection of zucchini. We'll get some slices here. And we'll make some mushrooms. And we'll just slice these up. And in actual fact, what we can do here with these mushrooms is we can actually put these in whole. And, but we'll make up the batter. Now there's a secret to the batter. First of all, you take some ordinary flour and put it into this little thing here. Now I've already prepared some spices in here. I've got a little rosemary in some of the flour and a little magic spice, which is available through the Lonely Chef Cookbook, no plug intended, but there you go. And you just put a little bit in here, just sieve it down, and just mix it up. Well, let me see if I've got a mixer here. This little spaghetti handler here. Just mix that up. Now the secret to this is to use cold water, because that will give you your crispy, and I'll put this on right now, get that up high. And the secret is, as I said, is to use cold water. And we just mix cold water into here. And we will dip these into, dip the vegetables and so on into the batter. We'll just get this into a nice consistency. You can actually smell the herbs coming out of this. It's a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of thyme, and some concrete. So, did you miss that? Anyway, concrete is not what you normally think. It is actually a very nutritious little meal in its own right. It's a little hard to digest, but you know, what the heck? With all that fiber, it's good for you. Anyway, basically what we do is we just take these, just dip them into this batter, and we just dip it into some hot fat. And this is absolutely delicious, by the way. You must try this. Just throw it in. Ooh, it smells good. Yeah, can you hear that sizzle? All right, and we'll take some mushrooms. Now, I got to get a fork here or something. Let me just throw a couple of mushrooms in here. There. Throw that in. You just let that fry. And it only takes a couple of minutes, and you can see what it looks like. It's done when it floats. So if you can see when it floats, it goes nice and brown. You see the zucchini is here. I'll just pull a piece out here, and we'll just have a look at this, because this is absolutely wonderful. See, it's nice and crispy. Look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely delicious? Ooh, okay, now I'm going to just, let me see, what was I going to sprinkle on here? A little bit of dill. Just a little bit of dill. I got my favorite little dill thing here. Get that out of the way. There we go. Just put a little dill on that. Now, watch this. Boy, that is good, 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 good. I'm going to try a little more of that. Okay, let's pull these out. And we'll be back in just a few minutes with some more stuff. Oh, thank you. My gosh, I'm so depressed. What the heck? This is the 15th time straight that I have been stood up for a date. Now, this has got to be telling me, yes, it's sad, isn't it? Yes, very sad. So if you want to be my date and be on this show, then look at the number at the back end of the show, and it'll tell you, and maybe you can stand me up too. All right, let's just fix up this chicken here, and we'll get this all organized. All right, basically what we're going to do is just get a little essence of garlic on here. I've got my garlic cloves, and we'll just tramp this down a touch here. Now, you can wear rubber gloves when you're doing this if you like, but you don't need to. All you need to do is just to rub this over the Cornish game hen, or the ostrich as we like to say, and just get the essence of the garlic into the skin. It's almost like putting on suntan lotion, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we put this over here. And then what we do to make it extra special is we just put a little piece of broccoli into the middle of this thing. And you know, a lot of people don't know this about broccoli, but this is actually grown on my farm in Washington, where I have over 6,000 acres of broccoli being grown. That's true. But you put a little broccoli into the cavity. Not only does it make it look nice, it makes it look nice and round, but it has this wonderful flavor as it cooks. And not too many people know this, but it's a neat little trick. And then we have something really special, and this is called sort of a Worcestershire wine vinegar. And we just sprinkle this over the garlic, and oh, I wish you could be here to smell this. Now, if she hadn't have stood me up, she would have gotten this. So we put them in the pan, like so, and we put them in the oven. And here we go, we'll put them into the oven. And we let that cook at about 350 for about 20 minutes or so. Okay, I got my date. She's finally arrived. She's finally arrived. Ha, 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 ha. Come on in. Oh.
Mr. Jameson?
Yes?
I have a singing telegram for you.
A singing telegram?
Excuse me. Hey, Ian, I think you're great, but I don't want to be your date. Our love was real, your rump had appeal, but I threw up the meal, and here's my deal. The estate of Carolyn R. Winchester is suing one Ian R. Jameson for food poisoning. I'm sorry. I know I wasn't very good, but I lost my job at IBM, and this is all I could get.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Would you like to stay for dinner? I'm cooking up this wonderful meal with Cornish game hens and...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay, well, come on into
Do you want to hear another song?
No. Please go into the kitchen.
Okay.
What was the song? You seem more depressed than I am. And I was the one that was stood up.
Well, I had a really good job, you know.
Like what?
Well, I was like a singer and stuff. But
Well,
at IBM, like that was just like a part-time gig until I got like my singing career on the road.
You sang for IBM?
No, no, no. What is wrong with you?
Well, that's what people have been trying to find out for a long
No,
time, you see.
I worked for IBM, right?
Right?
As like a bread and butter job. You know what that means? But I
Making-
was really
making-
like a freelance singer. You know, a freelancer?
So you made sandwiches for IBM? Is it... What? What? Look, it's smoking. Isn't that funny? Okay, would you like a glass of wine?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Let me get a glass
What
of wine.
kind
for
is
you.
it?
Well, it's a delicious wine from my vineyards in France. And yes, I happen to have about 30,000 acres of vineyards over there. And, and well, what is your name?
Promise you won't laugh?
I promise.
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou, look, we've got a wonderful meal here, but I want you to help me do this because this fat is starting to burn.
Oh,
a
I
little
don't know
bit
how to
here.
cook.
Well, let me just help. Whoops,
Are you making
stay-
like macaroni and cheese or something like that? I can probably do
stay
that.
away from that because that's really hot. Okay, but what I want.
What are
to
those
do-
things floating in there?
Well, they are a delicate spice known as a tsetse fly. Directly.
Oh, can I like get malaria or something like that from standing here?
No, you won't. No. But what?
Why are you putting that?
We are
Is
going
that
to.
oatmeal?
No, this is what we call tempura batter, and it has some delicious spices, some rosemary and thyme, and
Looks like kind of Lipton onion soup mix kind of thing, and then you mix it and put the vegetables in there. Ooh, look at that.
it does look like that, doesn't it? But it's not, in fact.
Did you
But,
wash your hands?
Yes, I did. Many times. And so, are you interested in cooking at all? I mean,
No, not if you're going to do it.
I see. Are you hungry?
Yeah, usually all the time.
Okay.
I'm a starving artist, you know, I told you that.
So you painted for IBM?
No, like I was like a secretary there, you know, I had a really good job. I'm not a dummy, you know.
Well, I know that, but...
How do you know that? You just met me.
Well, you just told me.
Told you what?
That you were an artist and a sandwich maker and a singer
I
for
didn't say
IBM.
I was a sandwich maker. You said I was a sandwich maker. See, that's the problem with men. That's why you're lonely, pal, is you don't listen to what women are saying to you.
What do you mean I don't listen? What did you just say?
Exactly, see?
What? What?
Okay, whatever, just, okay.
Okay, right. We'll do this. What did you say? Right, okay, I didn't listen, right? I didn't listen. I was busy putting my fingers in this burning oil.
Okay,
But
well, that's all right.
it's okay because in British intelligence we are routinely dipped in boiling oil. It's something that
Yeah, I can tell.
we do to toughen us up, you know. It's yeah. So what were you doing before IBM?
I was a singer.
I
Duh.
So did IBM release your records, or is that?
No, IBM, the computer company?
Oh! I got it right now. Right. So you made sandwiches for the record company.
Ow! Now I see why she's suing you.
Yeah, you have to
Do you
watch
have some
this.
ice or something?
Yes, I do. This is actually better. Just put a little bit of that broccoli
This
on there.
on my well, it has like
Yes.
oatmeal stuff on it.
It's good.
Like this?
It's good for you, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I use this all the time
Can
when
I
I go
eat
to
it?
bed. Absolutely. You know, maybe you don't know this, but broccoli
Yeah?
is very good for you. It's actually like tea bags, you know, the old English recipe of putting tea bags to get rid of bags under the eyes, but you can put
You want
broccoli.
to, wait a minute. You want to get rid of bags, so you put bags under your eyes.
Yeah, it's an oxymoron, which is, you know, British.
A moron? Like you?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, well, listen, we're going to cook up this little piece of stuff
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
and it's coming out, and we've got the Cornish game hens. I never did give you your wine, but why don't we have a little toast? I'm really sad.
Is this, do you have to wear a wedding band on TV to drink wine
Why do you say
or
that?
something? Is there some kind of? Can I drink this?
Yes.
Like, can I get sloshed and
Oh,
stuff? Because
yes,
like I'm really
absolutely.
depressed because I lost
Yeah.
my job, and I'm probably going to get fired.
Well, this is wine from the Lonely Chef, so I mean,
okay.
it's non-alcoholic. I don't believe in anything alcoholic or any vices whatsoever. In fact, I have no vices whatsoever. Absolutely none. Is it good? Yes, it's made out of potatoes. This is actually a very good potato. It was.
Is that stuff, like, does it have a screw-off lid, or?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
All right, well, listen, this is just about done, so
Okay.
we'll be back in just a second, and we'll sit down at the table and have a nice
Okay,
meal.
right on.
Thank you for coming in. Hey, Mrs. Singer, sandwich maker. I know. Now, let me just explain this.
Okay, I'm just going to have a drink.
Let me just explain this meal for you because it's absolutely terrific, and you folks at home must try this. It is an extremely romantic meal. Now, take the Cornish game hens, remember, just baste them with some garlic and the zucchini and mushrooms as the tempura. Very, very easy to make. You can do this in 20, 35 minutes. And it's a light meal, there's tons of it, and it costs probably less than $6 for the whole thing. Absolutely incredible and beautiful, tasty. So, sit down and let's discuss your musical career here. I mean, what
Okay.
are you going to do as far as...
Well, I thought I could, like maybe sing with David Foster or something, or, oh, yeah, thanks.
Oh, you wouldn't like to sing with me, or...
Yeah, okay. Like, do you know anybody, though?
What do you mean, know anybody?
Well, like, are you rich or something?
Well, I'm very rich.
But, like, do you know anybody that could, like, you know... Well, you know, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm tooting my own horn. You know.
You mean you want somebody to help you in your career?
Well, yeah, like, I could be talented. It's just, you know, that wasn't, like, my, you know, how do you say, forte, you know?
Right.
Like singing telegrams.
So-
you know, I mean, it was kind of...
So you're 40 years old, and...
No, I said my forte.
You look younger than 40. You do. You look younger than 40.
Well, I should hope so.
The answer to your question is yes, I do know people, but they don't like me.
That's hard to believe.
I know. So what we're going to do, I think, here is arrange a recording contract for you before you leave this apartment tonight.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes. I think I can.
Oh, you're such a wonderful man. I love you so much.
Maybe.
Can I phone my mom?
No, not
Okay.
yet. What we'll do is maybe go for 2 recording contracts and a.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, like, we'll do that later after the show.
Right, and perhaps
Okay.
a couple of movies, and...
Movies?
yeah.
Like I would make, like, lots of money, like Julia Roberts and stuff?
Well, you know, we might have
Yeah,
to
like, you
start...
must know her. Like, somebody like you would know her, right?
Well, sort of, yeah.
for sure, eh?
Okay, well, listen, we've got to discuss this meal, and let's sing the guitar and just...
Sing the guitar.
Yeah, sing the
Do you know that
guitar.
song?
Yes, sing the
Okay,
guitar.
I know, but I can't.
For a copy of the Lonely Chef cookbook or a videotape of how you can be my guest on the show, or to join our Chef's Club where you could meet someone special on one of our romantic getaway parties, call 1-800-665-CHEF and have your credit card ready. If you would like to write to me personally, please send your letter to P.O. Box 740, Everson, Washington 98247.